Welcome back, guys. Second take along with Chris Carter, who is feeling better.
What's up?
Chris,
How
glad
you
you're feeling
doing?
better, man. I was so lonely last week, but week three is here, and week two, Chris, this was a heartbreak for our topic, birds first.
Yeah.
Chris, let's just hop right into it, man. I mean, awful. That was just awful at the end. That's my one word to describe the birds, man.
I
Fuck, dude.
mean,
But they didn't
it
play bad.
they didn't play bad, but
Yeah.
the only thing is like they didn't play good.
They didn't even
Like
finish.
the no, the I mean the offense was okay.
hmm
I would give them a D at best. But the defense, they couldn't get pressure on Kirk Cousins,
Yeah.
who just came off a torn Achilles injury from last year.
And he said he's
And
not
it,
100%.
right? And it's like if you can't do it against the Falcons, who the
Mhm.
fuck are you gonna get a pass rush on? It's like when we go to play Dallas, what are we gonna do? We also didn't blitz.
I
We didn't
know.
put pressure. Like we rushed four people every
I don't
single
think
time.
I don't think I saw one blitz. I don't
I
think.
don't need it.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. The viewers correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I saw not one blitz that game.
No, I don't remember seeing one either.
Yeah, I was bad, man. Plus, your cousin sat out for the first series, which I thought that was stupid. They benched him. I'm like, bro, he could have at least gotten maybe a sack fumble,
Well, I mean,
change up
you
the
got
tempo.
disciplinary actions, man. You gotta if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, you gotta that's on him. You know what I mean?
He overslept, he said.
The
Come
fuck, you're a
on,
grown ass man.
Jaden Carter, come on, man. You got to get your stuff up, man. We love you. And you know your cousin loves you too. Anyway, we're gonna move forward. Dude, that was just bad, man. I mean, there were some pros, there were some cons, but like Jalen Hurts, he's running more, which I saw that.
Yeah.
I like that. And he like, bro, you gotta slide though, man. He has to fucking
I
slide.
mean, no, there was a few times where he couldn't slide. Like he needed the
Sure.
first down, the one run,
The
and
one
he
where
went and got it.
he
Yeah,
spiked the ball.
yeah. Like he needed the first down, so he went and got it. But
Mhm.
yes, he is taking some unnecessary hits, but not all of them are unnecessary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, the guy's tough. I love Hurts. He's tough. What else, Chris? What else did you see that game before we talk about our other games here? I'm
Oh,
that.
well, did you see what Vic Fangio said? I think you sent it to me, didn't you?
Refresh my memory.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Yeah,
hmm
you did. He said that Vic also said the defense is not good enough, and he thought it would be better. He agrees that the defense with some young players is probably still in the process of learning how to play the defense,
Bro.
which makes sense. Like
It
there's a
does.
there is a lot of young people, got a lot of young guys on our line, and
hmm
Quinion Mitchell is he's a rookie, right? This is his
Yeah.
first year.
He almost
Cooper
got a pick
DeJean
too.
played last week because Avante Maddox got hurt a little bit.
hmm
And then
That's
who
bad.
else? Reed Blankenship's pretty young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
hmm
But ultimately, like these players, if you get drafted first round, you're expected to have an impact right away.
No,
Jordan Davis,
good.
Jalen Carter. You know what I mean?
They are so far. Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
mainly your
no, they're
cousin
not.
and well, no, mainly your cousin and what's his face? Mitchell. Because he almost had that
Yeah,
pick. I don't know if you saw it. He
yeah. I
dropped that
mean,
pick.
but when I say like they need to have an impact, like Jalen Carter needs to they need to put pressure. Like
hmm
Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Jacoby Dean,
No, Bryce Huff.
definitely Bryce Huff. We just
Yeah,
paid him.
BG.
Like
Yeah.
well, BG, I understand. BG's a little older, he's a
hmm
little slower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's his
BG
farewell
gets a
tour.
little bit of a pass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like Jordan Davis is supposed to be some big run stuffer.
I have a feeling he's gonna get traded.
He probably will, to be honest with
I
you.
think he's a
But
bust. I'm sorry.
fucking Bijan Robinson had 97 yards. Like he ran
Yeah,
all over us.
he did. I think he was averaging
Like
what, like six a carry or some shit? Something like that.
it's 6.9, so seven yards a
God,
carry,
that's
which
crazy.
is fucking stupid.
And you know what we got next, Chris? Good
Yeah,
old
the
Alvin
fucking
Kamara.
Saints.
That
Yeah,
guy's a dog.
dude. To be honest with you, I ain't excited about this game.
I'm not either. I'm still gonna watch like some of it. I'm like, I watched the
I
first
mean,
couple.
I will watch the whole damn thing, but
If we're getting blown out, bro, I'm gonna turn it off halftime. But
yeah,
anyway, listen, speaking of Alvin Kamara and all that, man, dude, he had 4 touchdowns this past week, man. Oh,
yeah,
the guy just dominated the Cowboys.
yeah. Which is a blessing because I'm glad that the Cowboys lost. At
True.
least for both 1-1.
Yeah, true.
And Dallas isn't in the league. I know it's early, but like even Dallas having a lead this early in the season for
Mhm.
the division is still annoying.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, they got a tough schedule, man. They got the Ravens next. And
Yeah,
I think the Ravens have the potential to beat them, which we're gonna get to our picks at the very end, but
yeah.
that's gonna be a good one. So I can't wait to see that one. All right, let's see. Who else had some impacts, man? Some good games this week, man.
There were some good games.
I mean the Bills, listen, shout out to Tua, man. Dude, I hope he gets better, man. Like,
So
oh, man,
quarterback.
dude, I just feel like he has a call in a career, man. You know what I think the Dolphins should do? This is my point of view, Chris, and I was thinking about this all week. They should trade for Bryce Young. For those that don't know, Bryce Young got benched this week.
Yeah, they're not going to get rid of Bryce Young though.
You don't think so in Carolina? You don't think they're going to?
No,
I think they're going to.
no.
I think he gets traded. He's either going to go. My predictions is he's going to go to either Miami, New York Giants, Raiders, or he's going to go to the Rams.
I can see him go to the Rams.
Yeah, because I think Stafford, he might. I think he's.
I think he might retire.
Yeah, he might retire. He'll probably get traded and then retire at the off season. So I think he's going to
Yeah,
career. But that's my prediction with that, man. Because I feel bad, man. I feel like the guy, he's a good quarterback. He's just on the wrong team.
yeah,
That's a thing too. I mean, look at Justin Fields. He's,
yeah.
not great, but he's playing decent with the Steelers. He's playing decent, and I think he's gonna get better. So,
What other game? The fucking 49ers lost.
ooh.
Sorry, Johnny.
I know Johnny's watching. Yo, a fun fact about that too, with the 49ers at the Vikings, they haven't won at Minnesota since 1994.
Damn, really?
Johnny, I know he's watching too. Bro, you guys are literally like
Viking
0 and
Viking
something.
kill the
Like 0
49ers
and
at
7.
home.
It was like 0 and 7 or something like that at the
Yeah,
Vikings. Not all time. It's only at the Vikings. If they're at home, then yeah, they'll beat them. But
yeah,
oh God, if I knew that, I would have never picked the Niners to win.
yeah,
Oh man. Oh dude, I'll tell you one game that was a really good game. And this was a close one. The Bengals and Chiefs, man. How about that pick?
yeah.
Ian Taylor Britt, bro.
Dude, I didn't get to see the game. Um,
God, that
so
game.
but I heard that like there was some bullshit that happened. Do you
Yeah.
know what happened?
I saw like pieces of the game. I didn't see the whole thing, but I just saw the pick. That was a nice pick, dude. He was just like,
The
whoop.
one hand, right? Yeah,
He just grabbed it like whoop. Just grabbed it. And
yeah.
like, oh my God, that was sick.
And then
Um,
I forget who the commentator, I think it was Chris Collinsworth, who
mm.
said it's the gloves, it's not the guy. I'm like, all right there, big dog.
Oh man. Yeah, I forgot what happened. I think it was some competition. I don't know if it was with Mahomes or
Oh
somebody.
no, it was a pass interference, which hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Cool. While you're doing that, I'll talk about well, go ahead and finish that, Chris, and then we'll talk about a couple other games here, and then we'll talk briefly about this upcoming week, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. Yeah,
Here we go.
Packers won too. That was cool.
Let me see if I can play it.
Oh, the Raiders too. How about the Raiders, man? Winning. Oh my God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll talk about that too. Let's just find this first that you're doing, Chris, and then we'll go from there. There's a couple of things I want to
Yeah,
say.
hold on. There's an ad.
Yeah, I
We
know
don't get paid for these ads.
it's all good. And I know Manny's watching, bro. Wait till you see what I have to say when your team comes up, which is gonna be in a few minutes. So give it a second. He's a diehard Giants fan, bro.
Wait,
Uh
what did you say?
one of my boys, Manny. I know he watches the podcast, bro. Wait until you see what I have to say about your G-men. Oh, he texted me. He was like, "Oh yeah, Saquon dropped the ball," and I'm like, "All right." I was like, "Watch this."
Look at
But
this. This is pass interference. Let's watch it again.
you want to share your screen or no?
Oh, I thought I was sharing the screen.
Oh no, 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 you're not sharing. There it is. There it is, right there, right there. All right.
On 4th and 16, I feel like you. No, that's pass interference. Never mind. That's definitely pass interference.
You go Belichick.
But yeah, but that was the pass interference that happened during the Chiefs Bengals game. I think it was pass interference,
Yeah,
which kind of sucks for Bengals fans, but it he definitely got there too early, hindered him trying to get to the ball. I know they both have a chance to get to the ball, but
hmm.
when you're on top of the guy, you really can't catch a ball. So,
True, true. Yeah, I already know that was definitely PI.
all right, what you got on the G-men?
All right, cool. So, well, real quick, I want to say this. There was one more thing I want to say before I get to the Giants thing. There was one more game that I want to talk about real quick, and the Giants and Commanders, which we'll talk about that in a second. There was one more. What was it? Let me see. It was the. All right, Saints and Cowboys. We talked about that. Yeah, so much for a $60 million quarterback, huh?
Right? And
Oh
CeeDee
my
Lamb.
God. Yeah. Oh, dude, the Cardinals, man, just dominating over fucking the Rams, man. Oh my God, that was
Oh
surprising to
yeah,
me. That was
that
surprising.
was
I was
surprising.
not expecting that.
No, neither was I. Marvin Harrison had a pretty good game, four
Oh
receptions,
yeah,
130 yards, two
I don't mind,
TDs.
man. Looks hot, man. Your favorite coach, Jonathan Gannon, bro, looks
Yeah,
look
fucking
promising
bum.
there. For those
Still a
that don't
bum.
know, Chris hates Jonathan Gannon when he was in Philly a couple of years ago, man. He hated him.
I did.
That's all he talked about. Every time he texts me, bro, did you see that call? I'm like, bro, like we still won the game.
It
Chris,
doesn't
nah,
matter.
bro, but Jonathan Gannon has to go. I'm like, bro, you'll be out by the end of the season. Oh man, that was good times. Funny. Yeah, he did kill it. He had four receptions and what was it, 130 yards? Let me see.
130 yards, two TDs.
Oh my God, he's getting hot, man. He's gonna be that hot hand.
Yeah.
And all right, let's talk about this rival right here. The Giants and Commanders, man. Giants lose by a field goal.
I mean, that's all they scored. Both teams.
I know.
One had what, seven? Two, yeah,
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, yeah. And the Giants had six.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's fucking pitiful, dude. I mean, it's good if you had their kickers.
Listen,
If you had Washington's kicker, then damn. Malik Neighbors had a great game though.
he did. He did. Yeah, I will say this. He had 10 receptions, 127 yards, and a touchdown. He's getting hot. I mean, those LSU receivers, man. I think Odell was LSU also, if I'm not mistaken.
Odell was LSU.
Yeah, yeah, dude. They're something about them LSU receivers, man. Jamar
Justin
Chase.
Jefferson,
Yeah, Jamar
Jamar
Chase.
Chase.
Yeah.
I mean, the SEC is a breeding ground
Hmm.
for NFL. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And how
DK
about
Metcalf was in the SEC. He went to Ole Miss.
mhm.
You got
AJ Brown
fucking
with us?
you got AJ Brown. You got Devontae Smith,
No,
for,
Devontae, he went to Alabama.
which is in the SEC.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I thought you were talking about the school. My bad.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of good receivers, man. Again.
yeah.
But anyway, yes, they lost by three. And Manny, I know you are sick right now, bro. Because I'd rather be 1-1 than 0-2, bro. That's all I gotta say. Keep talking shit about Saquon, bro. I don't give a fuck. You
Oh,
got
how is he talking shit about Saquon?
he
What is
said
What is there to talk shit on?
listen, he said because he dropped the passes. Oh, good old Saquon. Once a giant, always a giant. I'm like, you're forgetting who's 0-2, bro. You're last in the division. So
So it's okay. Saquon dropped one pass, but still went for, hold on.
what was it, 80 something or 90 something yards? Something. I know it was under 100.
Still, no, it still had 22 carries for 95 yards.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was under 100. Did he score a
I
touchdown?
mean,
I think,
no, he didn't.
oh, he didn't score. Okay. But still. So,
And he had four receptions. He had over 100 yards total.
mm. Yo, it's funny. Singletary had 95 yards too. Devin Singletary had 16 carries and a touchdown. But he
Damn.
Saquon, damn it. You know what, Manny? I hope you're watching this like 5, 6 weeks from now, bro, when Saquon's the leading back in the NFL right now. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. So fuck the Giants. I think he's in New York right now too. So go enjoy your little Giants fans up there.
Damn, Jalen Hurts had 85 yards.
He did, yeah. Hurts had 85 yards, man.
Wow.
Oh man, listen, for those of you that don't know too, man, a little fun fact is like Kirk Cousins was 3-10 in primetime games. I call him Mr. Primetime, and that bit us in the ass because he's now 4-10. So God, I'm fucking sick. But anyway, I
All right,
literally
what's
got in a bad mood that night. I was just like, yo, like nobody talked to me. Like I was in a
yeah. All right,
uh,
what's our next segment?
cool. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. That was that. We're gonna get to our picks in a second, but
You want to talk about our breakout players for next week?
yeah, we can do that. Let's do that real quick, and then we'll talk a little bit more about like this coach, couple coaches and all that who I feel
Okay.
maybe or 0-2 teams. Oh, let me pull that up. Like, go ahead, Chris. If you want to start that off, I'll pull something up on my phone.
All right, let's see. Who we got? Who we got? Who
Something
we
else.
got?
It's a fun topic right here that I want to talk about. I'm finding this real quick. Oh, how about this real quick before you get into it, Chris? A little fun fact, I
What?
didn't do this, but they spotted Cam Newton at the Miami Dolphins training camp at their practice.
Really? That's
Not training camp,
not.
practice.
I
Yes.
hope not.
Uh yeah, I don't think he's gonna he might be a backup buddy. I don't think you're gonna start. So so we'll see. We will see.
All right, let's see.
All right, go ahead. Start it off,
Who
Chris.
do I? Let's see. Who I think is going to be. All right. Well, first thing I'm gonna start off with. I'm not gonna start off with player because if we're talking fantasy, I'm gonna start off with the defense. I'm gonna go Packers defense against the Titans.
Hmm.
I feel like the Packers were able to hold us to a pretty decent to a low scoring game,
Hmm.
and Will Levis fucking sucks. Will Levis is terrible. But on the other hand, I do think that Tony Pollard does get himself some yards.
Right.
I think he's going to have a pretty decent game. Not so much as a breakout, but I
Mhm.
think he's going to have a pretty good game for himself. Another one is Marvin Harrison. I
He's getting hot.
w- he is getting hot, but the only thing is they're playing Detroit. So
Detroit has a good defense.
and they who's their star corner that they have?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Ah, what the fuck is his name? Hold on. Let me look this up. I got ESPN up over here. Let's see. Detroit Lions. Damn, they had a Bucks had a revenge game against them. Bucks won. So shout out to the Bucks, man, for doing that. But y'all ain't gonna do that in the playoffs. All right, let me see. I know who you're talking
Oh
about.
wait, no, I guess they don't.
Well, it was CJ Gardner Johnson, but he came back to Philly.
No, I didn't they have a rookie last year?
Oh, yes. No. They drafted him this year. What's his face? Oh my God, what the hell's his name?
Carlton Davis, Terrion Arnold.
That's what it is. Arnold. Tyrion Arnold. Yep. Because I remember Philly was looking at him in the draft. They
Yeah,
had
he's from
him.
Alabama. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking
that
of.
was him. Yeah,
I
Tyrion.
mean, that I feel like that's going to be a good matchup. Hopefully, that's who plays on him. I
Mhm.
don't know the other guy on who would cover him. I don't know Carlton Davis, except for like the Carlton Davis. That's the I think he's a sportscaster, but
Mhm.
yeah. Who else? There's a couple other ones. I mean, I feel like I don't know. Brock Purdy could probably have a pretty good game. I'm hoping Brock Purdy has a good game because he's my starting quarterback and he hasn't done
I
shit
mean,
for me. But yeah, I think
he'll get there. He'll get there, man. It's still early in the season, man.
yeah.
Let me just
I
say
feel
this. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, you're
I was
good.
gonna say a lot of injuries for those of you that don't know, man. You got Debo, AJ Brown. I mean, you got just a Cooper Cup, fucking Puka. Like, dude, this is what happens when you don't play in the preseason. Fucking play your
Yeah.
stuff. I don't care if it's literally one quarter. I don't care, dude. I don't care how good you are and like, oh, I've been in the NFL 10 years. Bro, you gotta get hit from other people, man. Get hit, man. Get your body used to that, man. I think that's
Yeah,
why a lot of teams, like for example, like I'll use Baltimore for I don't know if they paid their starters or not. I don't think they did, but correct me if I'm wrong. But bro, this is what happens. Like you're 0-2. This is what happens, man. You gotta get hit. Like me, I'm not a fan of 3 preseason games. I'd rather go back to 4 and back to 16 games. That's just me. Let the starters
yeah,
at least play 1.5, dude. Like, and if they're out, like, oh, they're out 3 weeks, they'll be back by like week 2, week 3 versus week
yeah,
4, week 5. You feel me? Like, come on now, man.
yeah.
Yo, let
The
them.
other the other thing I want to say about that is like in the NFL, there's a lot of quick movements. So
Mhm.
you're like there's a lot of chances for knee injuries, Achilles injuries. So
True.
you're not in the off season, you're practicing that, but you're not practicing it at full speed where you're trying to
Right.
like you're not getting the same movement. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that I feel like that's also where the preseason comes in. It gets your body used to all the jerks and
Yeah,
you
the
know
hits and all that, bumps and bruises. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
But like I feel like you can't be afraid to play your starters in the preseason
Hmm.
just because of the sole fact of they get paid millions of dollars.
Oh yeah.
Like it's practice. Like if honestly, if we're that scared, then don't fucking practice either.
Yeah.
You
We
know what I
talking about
mean?
practice, bro.
Exactly. It's AI. We're talking about practice,
We
not a
talking
game,
practice.
not playoffs. Practice.
Oh man, that's funny. Yes. No, I 100% agree, Chris. I mean, this is like, bro, I don't know, like, I don't know how long this is gonna go on, man. Like I said this last year, bro, play your
Yeah,
starters. Even Philly, like, bro, just play your starters. I don't care if it's one or two plays, like just play them,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You
No,
gotta
I
play your
agree.
starters. Gotta play your starters, man. After that, dude,
Um,
if you sit out the rest of the game and take off your pads, I don't give a shit, dude.
I have one last player who I think is going to have a breakout game,
All right, Chris.
and it's another person who I'm hoping has a breakout game. That's Brandon Ayuk.
Mmm.
Brandon Ayuk hasn't done shit this season so far in the first 2 weeks,
Goes out though, man.
and
Might get
but
hot.
the fact that Marvin Harrison Jr. had
Mhm.
4 catches, 130 yards, 2 TDs, like we said earlier,
Mhm.
like Brandon Ayuk is better than Marvin Harrison Jr. Like right now, at least. So like he should be able to dominate the Rams. So that's my take on a couple players that I think are gonna have a breakout game.
Nice.
But definitely want Brandon Ayuk to have a good game. He's on my fantasy team, and I need to win.
And for those watching, they dropped down some predictions down below, man. Who's the breakout player and all that. Real
Oh
quick.
yeah, we also didn't get a chance to fucking talk about how you beat me week one of the fucking fantasy by the
I'll
by the
talk about that.
skin of your fucking teeth.
Dude, literally by myself last week. I was like, Chris, I know you're gonna hate me, but I beat you by literally point 0.2 points.
Exactly. So get the fuck
No.
out of here. That's bullshit.
All right. Anyway, listen, if it makes you feel any better, Chris, I lost last week's game.
I
So
know you did. I was watching.
he said,
Act like I wasn't paying attention.
oh, that's funny. All right, real quick. So I just want to talk about this real quick, man. Manny, since you want to keep talking shit, I know you're probably still talking shit watching this, but listen, 21 teams have started 0-2 since the 17 game season started back in 2021. Now, hear
You're
me
gonna
out.
say only two teams made the playoffs?
Chris, you read my mind.
Yeah.
Yes, only 2 teams, which means, well, actually, no, since 1990, there's only an 11.5% chance that they make the playoffs. So, Manny, you're not going to see the playoffs, period, bro.
No, they're the Giants. They ain't gonna see the playoffs.
You're not going to see the playoffs.
Yeah, you will.
Anyway, I predicted too that Brian Dable was going to get fired. He's like, bro, he's a great coach. I'm like, I'm not saying he's bad, but like, bro, you're playing Danny Dimes or Danny Pennies, I call him, because he ain't Danny Dimes no more. You don't get that privilege no more, bro.
I mean, who else do they have?
That's all I'm
Tommy
saying.
DeVito?
I mean, they got a, yeah.
Tommy Cold Cuts? What the fuck?
Okay. That's how it goes, guts. So yeah, oh dude. But let me ask you this though, Chris, real quick. And this is another topic. It's a little fun topic here. What team that's 0-2 right now do you think will make the playoffs? And I can give you the list right now if you want.
Yeah, give it to me.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start with the AFC and then I'm gonna go NFC. So in the AFC, we got Baltimore, Cincinnati, surprising. Oh wow, we got three in the AFC South. Jesus. All right, we got Indy, Tennessee, and Jacksonville. And the last one in the AFC is Denver. All right. Now, in the NFC, we got the Booty Giants, we got Carolina, and wow, we only have three. That's pretty impressive. And we got the Rams. Wow. Hmm.
The only team I see making the playoffs after having an 0-2 record is the Baltimore Ravens.
True. I agree with that too. And I think in the NFC, even though there's not that many, there's only three. Wow. I would say I gotta go with the Rams, dude. I mean, literally, there's
Nah,
three teams in the NFC that are always.
the Rams don't have any receivers.
I know, I know, I
Puka
know,
Nakua and Cooper Kupp are both hurt.
I know. And
Who are they
Aaron
gonna throw
Donald.
to? Huh?
Aaron Donald retired too. So
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, those are my yeah, but I'm saying out of those three though, that's the only one because Giants they're just like, bro, they got work to do, man. Yes, you got the star wide receiver, man. Now you gotta get the quarterback to throw to him. Their defense is good, but they still got some work to do. And I believe they need a new coach. Carolina is just a mess, dude. I mean, I think Bryce Young is going to get traded. They're probably going to start from
yeah,
back. I honestly feel like they're going to be the first overall pick. They're going to go like 1-16 or some shit. So
yeah.
I don't see them winning
I
them.
mean, their point differential is -60, so they're getting outscored by 60 points.
God, all right. And then obviously you got the Rams. Again, in the NFC, if I had to choose between those three, I would say the Rams. I mean, I still don't think they're going to make it, but if they do, that's my prediction. As far as the
Yeah,
AFC, I'd say Baltimore too. My other option is I'd go if Baltimore doesn't make it, I would say Cincinnati. I'd go.
yeah. I feel like because they're both in the same division, it's kind of a toss up,
Mhm.
especially with the wild card.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's a tough division, man. They got some pretty good teams. Cleveland's 1-1. That's a little
And the
surprising.
Steelers are 2-0.
Steelers are 2-0. They don't score
Yeah,
a lot of touchdowns, man, but they're getting it done with that defense, man. They got a lights out defense.
yeah.
Little fun topic there I want to talk about. So, Chris, you got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Should we get to our picks and wrap it up? Let's
Yeah, let's get to our picks.
do it, man. Share your screen and we'll talk about these picks. So let's see.
1 second. Oh, I got it.
Oh, dude, and another thing I want to tell the viewers too, and this is something that Chris, I'll share with you too. Um, we want to start talking about hot takes. I know we talked a little bit about fantasy. We said that in the beginning of the
Yeah,
beginning of the season. So hot takes are basically like, your prediction and like, who's doing what do you predict? And I'll share a couple before we get to our picks real quick. And I'm looking at a couple right now. They're saying that Sam Darnold will be an MVP candidate and McCarthy will be traded next year. That's a
no,
bold ass prediction. I don't think that's going to happen. And they're
I
saying if
don't
he
either.
doesn't make the playoffs, that's capped because I think we at least a wild card.
Yeah,
So, and one more I'm going to share, and this one's for you, Manny, because you want to keep talking shit. So they're saying the Giants have a new QB and coach by week 6. I don't know by week 6, but I can see that. I'd say maybe week 8, week 9, around there, give or take.
yeah, closer to the trade deadline.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would say close to that trade deadline. I don't think. Well, I think week 6 is a little too early, but
Yeah,
I'll share this with you, Chris, too, just so you can see like those topics. Again, we don't have to talk about that now. We can talk about it more next week. But let's get to these.
yeah,
Let's talk about it. So let's talk about last night's game briefly. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked good. They won
he
20
did.
3. I actually had the Jets winning. I picked the
I
Jets.
did too.
So
I did too.
shout out to the Jets, man. They're looking good. Aaron Rodgers' first home win at New York. Speaking of New York, a lot of people that don't know this, and Chris, I think you can relate to this too. We got to start going to more games, man, because we are actually undefeated. We're 2-0. And they're
We
both
are.
teams.
We are.
Oh, our first game ever, for those of you that don't know, real quick. I know we're running short on time, but Chris and I went to one game. It was a rival game. I think it was a December game against the
It's
Giants.
against the Giants. Yeah.
Yes.
It was raining too.
Yes, and we were like, Chris, we're staying. We're like, we're gonna stay, and we stayed, and they won. So that was
Didn't we
awesome.
both get sick from that too?
I think we did like the next day, but I don't care. We won. We won. I don't give a shit. But
That and then we went to the
the
Eagles Jets
Jets.
game, didn't
It was
we?
at it
Yeah.
was at New York, and that was pretty fun too. That was a good game. We won that. So
Yeah.
you guys start going to more games, Chris. We're
Yeah.
undefeated. You and I are literally the only ones because I don't know anyone else that go. I've been on games with multiple people. And
Yeah,
after a lot of losses and everything. Anyway, so yes, Jets won last night. That was awesome. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. He looks good, man. 2 touchdowns. Conklin looked pretty decent. So
yeah,
he's so underrated, man. He's such a sleeper.
he is.
Uh, Chris, any thoughts on that game before we get to our picks?
Nah, I actually didn't watch it, which is really sad of me.
I
Um,
didn't either, but I heard a couple things, saw a couple clips. So
yeah, I did see Aaron Rodgers was playing pretty well though.
mhm. Yeah.
So,
So
and I think Garrett Wilson had a pretty good game. At least I know he had a touchdown.
yeah, decent. Yeah, he only scored like 12 points in fantasy. I had him and I benched him, so hope I
Oh,
don't.
that's good. I mean, that's good though. I
Yeah,
mean, only 12 points.
yeah. All right, cool. So you ready for these picks?
All right, we're gonna save the birds for last.
All right, yeah, we're gonna see that fast. I don't want to talk about that right now. All right, we got the Giants at Browns. Chris, what do you got?
I'm taking the Browns. I think their defense is good, and the Giants are just terrible.
Yeah, I agree, man. I got the Browns on this one,
That's
man.
actually the Browns is actually my lock of the week.
Ooh,
So
lock of the week. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna turn on my lights. All right, cool. Get a little more light in here. All right, awesome. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I got the Browns on this one, man. I think they're that defense too. I mean, it's not as good as it was last year, I feel like, but
no,
I still feel like
definitely, but it's still good.
yeah, it's still a pretty good underrated defense. So
Yeah,
so are the Giants too. Giants have a pretty good defense, but I still gotta give it to the Browns, man.
yeah,
Giants, they're just a mess on offense.
they are.
I know they miss Saquon, Manny. Anyway, on to the next. So we got Packers at Titans. Chris, who do you got?
To be honest with you, I'm taking the Packers, even without Jordan Love,
Mhm.
who I don't think Jordan Love's playing, right?
No, I don't think I think he's questionable, but he's gonna be out like at least another week or two. This is
Yeah,
actually a revenge game for Malik
for Green Bay,
Willis.
isn't it? Oh yeah, it
Revenge
is.
game, yeah. So I got
Revenge
the Packers
game.
on that one. Yeah, I got the Packers on that one too. Because
Who
Will Levis is trash.
Will
So
Levis is trash.
yes. All right. So we got the Bears at Colts. Chris, who do you got?
Uh, I have the Bears on my picks that I wrote down, but I don't know. I might change that to be honest with
I'm
you.
gonna go with the Colts, man. I think they get that first win of the season.
The Colts are favorites. Yeah, I'm gonna change that. We're gonna go Colts.
All right, cool. All right, cool. I know we got a few minutes here. We got about 5 minutes. So, all right, we got who do we got next? We got Texans and
Texans Vikings.
all right. Ooh, it's a good one.
This
200.
is a good one. I think I'm still gonna take Houston on this. Um, even though the Vikings are at home, I just feel like CJ Stroud is just he's just good. You know what I mean? I feel like he's just not they're not the Vikings defense just isn't gonna match that.
Yeah, I agree, man. I got the Texans on this one too. I mean, I like CJ Stroud, man. He's number one selling jersey right now. I mean, not that that affects game day, but that's still pretty impressive, man. I like
Yeah.
that. So another good one here, man. We got Chargers at Steelers. Chris.
It's gonna be another good game. Um First home game for the Steelers apparently. I'm gonna take the Steelers. I like what they've been doing. I like that I mean they've won 2 games and it's more than I expected. So I feel like Justin Fields are gonna just keep rolling the high hand, you know what I mean?
Chris, I got the Chargers, man. I got the Chargers.
Oh.
I like
I
what
mean, it's a toss up, man. It's a toss
listen,
up. It could
I like
go
what
either
Jim
way for
Harbaugh's
this
doing over
one.
there. I like what Jim Harbaugh's doing, man. So I like the Chargers on this one. And plus, I'm a big fan of Justin Herbert too, man. I just feel like he finally has that right coach. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I like the Chargers. Give me the. I mean, listen. I like the Steelers too, man. I just gotta give the edge to the Chargers. Gotta give the edge to them.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the Broncos at Buccaneers. Chris.
Next one's easy. We're going with the Broncos, the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I got the Bucks too. All right, cool. We got Panthers at Raiders. I mean, this is another.
That's another one. It's
Yeah,
Raiders all day.
of course, man. I think Brock Bowers gonna have a fucking phenomenal game, bro. I
Yeah.
started in fantasy too. Anyways, anyway, we got the Dolphins at Seattle. Chris.
I'm taking Seattle, definitely. Without Tua,
True, true. Yeah, I got
I don't
Seattle.
even know
Oh, and they're at, oh my God, Seattle is at home. Yeah, no, I definitely got Seattle.
who's the backup quarterback for the Dolphins.
I don't know, some random dude. Some random dude throws the ball.
Hold on, one sec. Sorry, I need to know.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Skylar Thompson. Yeah, get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Who the fuck is Skylar Thompson?
All right. We're
Cowboys, Ravens. We're taking the Ravens,
I got the
baby.
Ravens on that one, man. I think they get the first win of the season.
I
So
do too.
I can't wait
Especially,
to see what Sass says after that win with the Ravens.
yeah.
They're
I
both
feel
like,
like
oh,
I feel like after that terrible showing for the Cowboys last week, I think that
yeah,
they just
they got
they're
exposed.
gonna shit the bed again.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm sorry, but Cowboys, oh man, they're terrible. Anyway, we got the 49ers and Rams.
I'm taking the Niners, just because the Rams don't have any passing weapons.
Mhm. I got the
And
Niners too. I like the Niners. Johnny, finally, we got to well, actually three
yeah,
on your team. So yeah, I like the Niners on this one.
yeah.
I think the Rams. They're just too many injuries. All right, we got Lions and
Lions at
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
This is a good one.
It is a good one. It's a
This will
tough
be a good
one.
one.
Um, I my heart says Detroit, but my gut is telling me the Cardinals
Ooh,
because the Cardinals played really really well last week.
man. But then again, I mean, Rams do have a lot of injuries, so
I mean that's true. All right, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with my head and say the Lions.
yeah, I like the Lions on this one too. I like the Lions. So
Chiefs Falcons.
he's not gonna listen. Fuck the Falcons. I don't even want to talk about them. We're gonna go
Chiefs
with
are
the
gonna blow
Chiefs.
them the fuck out.
Yeah, I hope Chiefs fucking win like 50-0. Fuck the Falcons. Anyway, we got two.
That's Bills Jaguars.
I got the Bills.
Yeah, Bills all day,
I got the
especially
they're
at
at
home.
home. Yeah, they're at home. I got the Bills. All right, we got
Commanders
Commanders and
Bengals.
Bengals. Ooh, another good one.
Who did? Go ahead. I'm gonna look up see who I picked.
Ooh, Commanders
Oh,
and Bengals. Give me the Bengals, man. They're at home right now, man. They're 0-2. I like the Bengals on this one.
I'm taking Washington.
Ooh, bold prediction, Chris. Okay. All
I'm
right.
taking Washington.
All right.
And last but not least,
Listen, I'm gonna go
go
with
ahead.
I'm gonna go with the birds. Real quick. We got like a minute and a half. I'm gonna go with the birds. Just don't get blown out. Please. That's all I ask. I don't if they lose, bro, just lose by like a point or two. Please don't get blown out like you did, like the fucking Cowboys did last week. That's all.
Yeah,
But of course, I'm gonna pick the birds. Chris,
I'm taking New Orleans.
what? All
Yeah,
right, bro, I'm about to ban you from the podcast.
no,
Anyway,
I don't have any confidence in the Eagles, man. I
listen,
don't.
I don't either, man. They're still the birds, man. They may bounce back. Oh God,
But
man.
but we saw what Alvin Kamara did last week,
True. I mean,
and
look,
the Birds are just playing even worse.
yeah. I'm still gonna go with the Eagles, man, but I would not be surprised if the Saints
All
win.
right.
That's all
Yeah,
I'm
all
saying.
right. I'm gonna do the same thing then.
All right.
Like, of course you got to pick the Eagles, but it would not shock me if the Saints beat us.
Yes, same. So that is it. And guys, just so you know, me and Chris do have a new logo. Go check it out. It is awesome. We created it. So, and that is pretty much it, Chris. Any final words?
Nah, that's it. Go
All right.
Birds.
Yeah, go birds. Check out the new logo, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.